Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. Today we are going to go back and do a Gundam kit, because it's been a long time, and sadly I had to cancel my tickets to Japan, and I was very, very devastated. Myself and the kids have been very much looking forward to spending time with the family over there, and yeah, that's not happening now. So anyway, to assuage those feelings of sadness, we've got the Dong Zhou Providence Gundam in front of us. Totoku. Providence Gundam. Okay. I have a terrible time, obviously, because I can't read the kanji or the Chinese, but I know the Chinese names mostly from playing too much Dynasty Warriors, and yeah. So we have Dong Zhou here, and the Providence Gundam. Oh god, which series is that even from? I don't know. This is nice that everything is in English as well, but he has a fun little dinosaur transformation there. Dong Zhou, unfortunately, is also going to be all by his lonesome because all of my other SD Gundams are at work, and, well, we know the work situation. Alright. Alright. I really like the artwork. And I do like the fact that they've been giving credit to the artists as well. We've got a nice paint guide right here. Unfortunately, we don't have a guide for mixing colors like back in the olden days, but that's okay. Not a whole lot in the way of stickers. Sadly, no rubber polycaps. We have this kind of inner solid plastic frame that seems to be all the rage with the SD stuff these days. We have the translucent parts, which are almost a hallmark of the new Sangokuden line. And then we have the main armor sprues as well. Trying to figure out how they might have possibly gone together, but it's not working for them. And sadly, we don't have the old Hirameki shiny bling like in the olden days, but at least it's gold colored rather than gold plated. So I'm going to get all of the parts built just so that it does not take me forever and a day to actually film this, and then we will see how everything goes together. Let's get started! Here we have all the parts for the head, the front and the back. We have the armor with the V-fin. This goes on the back of the head, like so. The eyepiece. I believe we do have some molded on eyes. Maybe not. Nope. It's just my imagination. I gotta find the stickers because I don't know where I put them. And then finally the little mouth guard as well. Let's put those together. And here we have the finished head. And sadly, after 30 years almost of building SD Gundams, I still have a terrible time putting those stickers on the jewels on the V-fin. Interestingly enough, the headdress actually locks in the eyepiece, and I didn't realize that mouth guard is actually his beard. Kind of a cool little touch there. Alright, why don't we move on and build the body. Here we have the main sections of the body. This part of the model is going to be like all the other models in the line. They all have the same basic inner frame. You have the top part right here, which is going to be upside down, first of all, and then you're going to insert the joints, which don't stay very well on their own. They're going to have to really get pushed in with the rest of the kit. And those are the joints for the arms. You're going to slide this little guy in. Nope, did I put it upside down? I don't even remember now. No? Okay. I'm mumbling to myself. That's alright. And then we're going to have the joint in the front. And that's going to help him kind of hinge at the waist. Like so. And then we're going to have the front piece. Kind of smash everything together. Probably should include the joint for the head. That's what's going to go in there on that clip. And then finally we have a little bit of embellishment for his armor. So let me stick that all together. Okay, there we go with the finished body. We'll just pop that head right on. Oh, come on. You can hear that audible pop. So far so good. Let us build the limbs now. I'm thinking we're going to start with the arms. So here is what the arms look like. You have the shoulder piece, the whole arm, I was going to say forearm, but basically you're going to have a joint, the hand, and then a extra armor piece to hold everything together, and then you finally have the shoulder armor as well. Setting that aside, I went ahead and built the other one. They are symmetrical, and it's going to look a lot like this. And going back and looking at the artwork, all those little lines in there on that armor are supposed to be all red, so I think that's going to require some serious painting if you are the type to want your models to look artwork accurate. And I actually might just do it. I'm that bored at home right now that I might just attempt it. So let me get those arms both together and we'll stick them on the body, and then we'll start with the legs. And here we go. I did forget to mention that there is a clear shiny part that's going to go in that shoulder, his left shoulder pad there. It's basically the same thing as the right, but you know, it is what it is. So other than that, very similar construction. So why don't we move on to the waist, and then we'll get to those legs, like I said. So here we are with the parts breakdown for both the waist and the legs. Waist is 3 pieces. You have the joint and then the front and back armor, and the very last sticker is going to go right there. Very simple construction there. The legs, a little bit more complex, but they're going to be like this throughout the range. You're going to have these small, tiny little joints right here. This is for the skirt armor, like so. That's going to go into the top part of the leg joint, and then the bottom part, and I always get these confused. As you can see, I'm already pondering. You're going to have this sideways connector slide in there to make the bottom of the joint, connect it to the front. Ball cap, I want to say, yeah, that's right, poly cap, but it's not a poly cap, it's just a plastic ball joint. Goes on the bottom. Foot next. And then obviously you're going to want to have the top of the foot in there as well. You might want to put that on first. Voila. Back in you go. And boom. So let me get that waist built, and we'll get the rest of the model all on display here. And here we have the finished Providence Dong Zhou Gundam. So you can see it definitely is going to need some paint. Oh, we forgot its weapons. Okay. Well, he's got his big sword, which if you've played Dynasty Warriors, you're probably familiar. He always has one of these. And it has a cool little effect here, if I can line everything up correctly. The whole volcanic dinosaur fire and lava type look. From this side it looks nice, the other side not so much. Get in his hand there. And then the final piece, and which finally made me figure out what he is. The Providence is the due to the end of seed with the big funnel system pack. So kind of cool. Looks like a flame or sun or something like that. That's going to go back here like so. And a cool little feature is that his sword can actually rest back there as well. So he does have his dinosaur transformation mode. I haven't figured out how exactly that's all supposed to go, but I'm going to try to give it a try here. So give me a second. I will show you what it looks like. So check it out. Here is our finished dinosaur mode. Basically, we just flip around the legs, and there's these little pegs on the back of the foot. Pop in the skirt armor. The arms get flipped upside down. The shoulder pads attached to the back of the head. For some reason, the V-fin slides down. I guess you can't really see his face anymore with the Providence Legend system, whatever it was, in place there. And then you remove the back armor and front skirt armor, which is actually on a ball joint, and you basically attach the sword blade, and then it slides in there, and it kind of locks in the back of the armor. And because of the ball joint, you can raise it up and down. So a silly, fun little bonus that we used to see all the time in models. Definitely gives me vibes from some of the old SD models that I built as a kid. So sadly, he doesn't have any company at the moment. I'm going to have to see about fixing that in the future because, like I said, everything is off at work and I'm not at work anymore. So yeah, fun little kit though. Definitely, I'd say these more than any of the other SD Gundams. Maybe with the, I think there's a new line of cheaper ones I have seen a couple times. I haven't built any yet. But if you want to get younger kids into the whole modeling experience, I think these are a really good set to get them started with. The parts are really easily separated. You don't need clippers or knives or anything like that. They really just pop off. And there's not a ton of stickers, not too small of parts to get lost anywhere. So it's a nice, good starting kit, and they're reasonably priced too. So do take a look around. And I know I've seen them at plenty of places like Barnes & Noble and, you know, local hobby shops and places like Hobby Lobby, things like that. So definitely take a look if you're interested in building something like this. So with that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.